for weight loss, there is the train of thought of it, being a calorie deficit. True. But if you have underlying issues that you're not aware of, if you do have hormonal issues, if you have an autoimmune issue, if you have a nervous system issue, calorie deficit is the worst thing for you and the worst thing for weight loss. Like you have to take care of your wellness first. Make sure you are well. Make sure you have the ability to move and get strong, and then the weight loss comes. You can't start with weight loss being the core element because you'll probably end up taxing yourself.
Yeah.
And then weight loss for whom? Is it for yourself? Is it for health issues? Is it for aesthetic issues?
Yeah.
So there's all those different elements. And I know that sometimes people don't like the response. It depends, but
It
it
really
does
does.
depend.
Yeah.
And I won't be the person to help you with that.
What about like hormones as we're getting older? Do you do anything with diet for that or
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of stuff with hormones.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Woke up at 39. I'm like,
I
whoa,
know.
can't
They're
believe all
hitting
that.
hard. Those hormones are hitting hard as we get into our 40s here.
But it's still the same thing of like, we gotta see your specific hormones and what's going on there, and it becomes imperative as you get older to prioritize protein 100%. It
Yeah.
becomes imperative to limit alcohol, to limit sugars. Liver is a catch-all. That to me is a multivitamin in
Yeah.
itself, and, sometimes taking it a step further and doing gene mutations, checking for gene mutations.
Yeah.
Are you having a hormonal imbalance, or are you having a conversion imbalance? And
Interesting.
you might need something intravenously that you will never get from food because of your specific makeup.
Yeah.
And I like the idea that these labs and testing facilities are becoming more commonly spoken about and therefore becoming more accessible because these conversations I never heard of 10 years ago.
Yeah. No, there's a lot more you can do now.
Yeah, gut health was so fringe and still is kind of fringe in the sports world. It's becoming more popular as more prominent players are more open about how much money and time they spend into their nutrition. But it still is like when I talk about gut health and more advanced testing, I get the heavy eye roll and I'm like, cool, cool, cool. You're not my client, but these guys are. So we're going to take care of this.
I know it's all paleo you and like personalized, but are there like 3 things you feel like are ubiquitous that you do for all your high performance athletes?
As far as like specific foods, because
Yeah, or
I'll
like
say this, like everyone's different, but guess what they all have in common? They eat whole foods.
yeah, okay.
They limit, well, in season, no gluten, no dairy, no soy. Some clients are completely grain free during the season. It's just helping with their joints and longevity.
Inflammation.
Yes, it is basically they're following an AIP diet. Like instead of making pasta sauce with tomatoes, I'll make them like a roasted red pepper sauce. So we go AIP in the season because we're
And for
trying to,
people listening who don't know, tell them what
oh,
AIP is.
autoimmune protocol.
Yep.
So really low inflammatory foods, which I get can sound boring if you look at it on the list like, oh crap, all these foods you can't have. You can be very creative with it. It just takes more time.